Hi, I'm Marna. This is the Dolls Rescue Channel, and today I'm doing my Troll Jamboree from the Doll Nook. I've been sick and I didn't finish what I wanted to do with the trolls, but we worked on it prior, so it was ready. And I just wanted to show you where we are in our Doll Nook. We are under construction right now. I had planned to have it done, but like I said, I got sick and spent 5 days on the couch. The idea of the Troll Jamboree was to show your trolls out and about. Darren also made everyone some 3D trolls. The idea was to paint and make hair for at least, and dress at least one troll. Nothing had to be fancy, it was all for fun. This is Sprout, and when I brushed out his hair to get it ready, this was yarn that I made into a great big pom-pom and brushed out. We'll show you that in just a minute. I took what was in the brush and used it for this troll's hair, who did not get his outfit. Well, trolls are actually supposed to be noon. This was a little fun thing I did with some pearls and wire. I was going to do something different for her hair, and that didn't get done, but that's okay. And then I took ribbon and wrapped around this troll. This is one of my favorites, and I thought about dressing it, and I just don't want to. I really like that look. I just do, and I love that copper color. My outfit that and I wanted to show you my White Walker troll that I had done, and let me set these down and I'll show you the little outfit I made. I'll just set them like that. I love this hair. I love this gold troll. This took quite a bit of yarn. This is a great big head. This is a 6-inch, Darren? 6-inch 3D printed gold metallic troll doll. Darren has 2 patterns which are called models in the 3D world for troll dolls. This one, we bought this model. This is a wish nick, so when I made the little outfit, I crocheted this. When I made this little outfit, I left it open for the jewel belly. And then it just has one snap on the back, so the little butt kind of hangs out, because that's a troll thing. This is Phoenix, who you see in my logo for the Dolls Rescue Channel. These were troll dolls that had messed up hair or no hair that I replaced. This took quite some time. This is actually doubled, so that hair was, gosh, what was it? I can't even remember. Really long. And then I took each piece. Well, here's one I missed. I didn't do them all, but I took most of the pieces of yarn, and I stood and pulled these apart one section at a time. And then I pulled it back like that. The Firebird that is in my logo went to my granddaughter, whose name is Phoenix. So this doll is Phoenix. I have a couple Iggies. They're called Igginormous, and some other various trolls. This one's really fun. This one was 3D printed. I don't know how the lighting's showing. This one's 3D printed. It is glow in the dark, and then Darren spent quite a bit of money to buy this glow in the dark yarn. We bought, I asked for 1 skein, and he thought that's not going to be enough. What is there, 5 skeins? 5 skeins in this that I cut into sections. When you look at these trolls' hair, it's twice as long as you see here, because I've got it knotted in the middle. You'll see that in a minute, the development of my trolls. I'm getting this green troll ready for the Jamboree. I like this hair. I'm going to make it traditional. So what I need to do is make a great big pom-pom. So I got this in the mail. It's a cardboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold a piece this way, and I'm going to fold the piece. I want the hair short, traditional-like. Well, it's long, but not too long. All right, and then I take this yarn and I cut a piece off. I kind of scroll it out about this long. I've got my dog brush here. This is what you use, a steel dog brush. And I'm going to put this across the top, taking my yarn. You always, if this is your top, which it is, you start your yarn at the bottom so that when you cut the bottom, this becomes a hair strand or a bunch of hair strands. And then you just wrap and you wrap and you wrap and you wrap. Okay, so oops, I didn't keep that flat, but it'll be just fine. And then you cut off your yarn on the downside, on the bottom side, and you're going to see a hand come around and help me tie this, because you want this ever so tight as you can possibly get that. Hold it really tight, really, 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 really tight, and slide that up, and then push your yarn under. See my hand coming up under? I'm going to push this side under, pull it up, and tie it again. And that gives you 2 ties. And I'm going to ask Darren for his finger again right there. And we're going to knot that off. And then, like a pom-pom, turn that around a little more, we're going to cut this in. It's okay if it doesn't, what? It doesn't matter. Okay. It's going to be just fine. Because by the time I brush and brush and brush and brush and brush, I have to trim it anyway. Okay, so here's what we have right now. What you do is don't let loose of your tie. You're going to get something to work on. I prefer fabric. This is an old sheet that we use for this and that. And what I will spend a lot of hours doing is starting at the bottom and brushing and brushing and brushing and brushing and opening this up and brushing and brushing. And this takes a while. But hang on to your 2 ties. Keep them up and hang on tight so that when you're pulling against it, you still have those. Also, you want those because see how that one just came, slid a little bit? This really pulls. So you've got to hold that tight as you go with your hand down over it. And you just work and work and work at this until you have, well, that. Darren has 3D printed me some just incredible little trolls. I love this little copper guy. Isn't that cute? He's like a shiny new penny. I used to do a monthly doll craft with beginners on my channel, and I had bought these little squirrels. Each little pom-pom makes I got a different one. Get that in a second. Each little pom-pom makes a squirrel. So I'm going to steal one, and that's going to be his hair. It's kind of thin, though. I might think about that, but it's an idea. And then what you can do, if you're going to use a pom-pom, I don't know that I'm going to use that, though. I think that black might be better. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't either. It is kind of cute. It's different. Anyway, you take your hot glue gun, which mine is prepared, and you just cover this whole area all the way out to where the ridge is. All the way out, including the ridge is what I should say. And then you put whatever hair you're putting on, hold it down till it dries. Let it sit, and then fluff or brush or whatever you're doing with your hair. I think I like this better. This is that, it feels like velvet. I think they call it chenille. I can't remember. Yarn from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 now. It was $1 when I bought it. I hate these 25% increases. And what I'm going to do is I just did the same thing. I cut a piece to hold across, and I'm going to use my business card because I don't want him to have real long hair. And I might have to put a rubber band in it so that it kind of sticks up. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I like that better. So what I'm going to do now, because that'll fall forward in his face, I am going to take one of these clear rubber bands. Oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how many of these I use. When I was a kid, we used to use the rubber bands for braces. We had friends that had braces, and we would use their rubber bands. Now they actually make them for hair. All right, and we're going to pull that tighter. That one there. Okay, and that kind of helps it fall. And I was going to do some trimming, but you know what? I kind of like it. I'm going to leave it. So there is this guy. Ready? Okay, so as you're brushing, you have to turn this and pull this around. Hang on to your holders, and you just keep brushing and brushing and brushing and brushing. I have time into this by now, and this happens. But what's fun about this is you can pull this out and make troll hair out of it, kind of a puffy cloud of troll hair.
Marge Simpson.
Yeah, how cute would that be? Let's see if we can. That's an awful lot for this guy, but let's see. Yeah, that's too much. And those are for someone else. So I'll just show you like this. And again, first thing you do is just fill this up all the way out. Make sure you get the ridges, and then press this. Make sure, play with it in your hand. Make sure you have it where you want it, and then press that down on the troll's head. I have, oh gosh, I think over 60 troll videos on my channel, and a lot of them are all kinds of different items you can use, including nuts. And you know those beauty, for the bathtub, they're netty and they're a ball. I even have one of those on a troll's head. There's a lot you can do. Okay, you will have something after a half hour, 40 minutes, an hour that looks like this. Now the trick is the back is not as nice as I would like it, but I'm about brushed out. And I've got 100 other things to do, as I'm sure a lot of you do. The trick is, when you see pieces you want to trim, don't put it on your doll and then trim. Trim it before and shape your hair before. And you've still got these, and you're going to cut those off or cut them short right before you put this on the doll's head, because you still need that anchor as you work on it. The trick is, what you want to do is not cut that straight and then brush it more. So it gives that, there you go. It'll look like that. And then you kind of roll this back and play with it that way and comb it. Work the wig before you put it on the head. And there's your wig. I kind of like it like that. It's got that old school look to it. And then I've got the glue gun heating up. Boy, I think 3/4 of the yarn came out in this, and that's just fine and natural. That's what happens. All right, and then you clip this. You don't want to clip it all the way down because you want that to glue well. Let's push this out of the way. I don't want that glue gun on it, and I am a mess with the glue gun, let me tell you. All right, and then you find your front, recheck your wig, how you want it. Take your glue gun, fill the hole, all those little ridges. I can't say that enough because I forget myself. And I know sometimes there's a little glue in the front, but it's way better than the alternative. That's my front. I make sure right where I want it, and then I press it from the middle. My finger's going down in the wig, in the inside of the wig, and I'm pressing from the middle out, like that. And then I check the ears. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I wish I'd put a little more glue on, a little thicker, but there she is. So this isn't exactly what I had planned. Okay, it's nothing at all what I had planned for my Troll Doll Jamboree, but I hope you enjoyed seeing a few of my troll dolls. I had hoped to have all of my trolls out, which that was too much to ask anyway, but you know, you adapt. Thank you for watching the Dolls Rescue channel. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.